My name is Carlton. I'm 52-year-old. I have my own garage. What makes it special is that Ty built it from the scratch. I started working when I was 18-year-old. I worked under my uncle, and after 7 years, I had saved enough money, and I started my own garage. Initial years were hard. I have worked my butt off to make it work over the next 32 years. It grew to what Tita's today did. I fall in love. Yes, I'll fell in love with Brittany. Hey folks, before we dive into today's video, I'd really appreciate your support. Subscribing is one of the best ways to help us out. It's quick, free, and keeps the awesome content coming. Every listen, like, and share truly means a lot.
Let's
Keep this channel growing. Thank you so much. I met her at an auto show. She was still in university. It was an instant connect. We exchanged numbers and decided to meet since we were in different cities. Our communication was limited to phone calcit. It was a few months later that we met again. This time the meeting ended at my place. She was amazing. What vast spatial is the fact that it was her first time a few months later. Jenny lost her parents and her university fees was also in jeopardy. That she is Theon for me, and I came to her rescue and put my savings in for her studies, shoes, overwhelmed, and started crying and hugged. Me, 5 years later, she had moved in with me and landed a job with a Locala firm as a lawyer. It was a beautiful Sunday, and we had gone out for hiking after 3 hours. We reached on top of Thea Hill and could see the entire city suddenly. Jenny got on one knee and proposed. I was surprised and said yes. She gave me a ring and told me that from now on your mind forever after. We got married 3 weeks later. It was a very small ceremony. Over the next 20 years, life was great. We had 2 kids. Maria, 19-year-old, and James, 18-year-old Bortno, living their own lives. Maria is completing her university, and James, a lead guitarist in a local rock band with both kids out of the house. I was content and satisfied with my life. I never got a higher education, and I was always seen as a brute. I never bothered it. It was at this time that Jenny changed after being married for 20 years. Knew everything about her, how she thinks, how she behaves, and how she liveth there were too. In many overtimes at her new office, she had changed jobs about a year ago, came with more money and a mereglamer. Her new boss was a big shot lawyer and was famous. For his court cases, I never liked him, but never did. I thought that I would have to cross paths with him after observing Jenny for about 3 months. I confronted her and asked about her late-night working hours. I am a gentle soul, but today was different. Jenny had never seen my other side. It took about 20 minutes of hard interrogation, and she broke down. She admitted of sleeping with her new boss. I had a simple question: why you are a Thesa man that I married 20 years ago. You never changed, never upgraded. You wear shabby clothes, look like a brute, and are unpreventable in the society. I want bitter someone who can be presented as me equal. You just agree to everything. You want never acted as the husband and took charge as an alpha male. I looked at Harrend, then asked, do you want to leave Maine? My loyalty of over 25 years, Bakos, you cannot present me in your party's jest, because I do not dominate and abuse O. I am not a good husband. I sent 12 kids to college. I made sure you became a lawyer, and today, I am not good enough. Then tried to play tough with me. You should understand this situation and accept it as it is. I will be with my new lover, and you should accept it. If you don't, I will divorce you and take away everything that you have ever worked. For I will take away everything. I will put you in legal loops, and you will spend the rest of your life running between the court and the streets. I will then take away your most prized possession. The garage that you have built over the years will be gone, so better be ready for it. I leaned back on my chair. You think you can put in a legal process and take away everything? She nodded. Loudon said best of luck. She tried to speak, but I never allowed her to. Anne got up and left house the next morning. He saw Jenny and just walked out of the house for work once I had left. Jenny called her lover. Hello, John, what's the matter, sweetie? You look terrible. Diva knows about us, he confronted me. This morning I told him everything. That could complicate things. It's not the end of the world, though. We talked about this possibly, I know we did, but when the time came, it hurt after all. Dave and I have been together for 25 years, married for 20, and had 2 kids together. What did you say to him? Pretty much what we agreed. And I didn't bother denying it. Youchno, I'm a lousy liar. Pretty muck stuck to the script you suggested. I told him the truth of it, that you're a successful career woman, a lawyer. No less than's been married to a mere mechanic for just about our entire adult life. Agai. who has never tried to better himself that, for once in your life, ya wanted to be with an alpha male. Was your equal a man that can take charge, not one that bowed to your wishes every step of the way? Yeah, pretty much did. Put him down too much, though. He does have his own business now, and Histrad did provide for the kids in putting them through college and me through uni. It's just that when we're harsted, it sounded like I deserved Samim, like you, but when he reminded me off the years of support, both emotional and financial heed provided, then it all sounded a little hollow, you know what me I'm saying. Did you tell him everything? If he didn't accept the status quo, then the firm would back you to the Hilton, a divorce, and leave him penniless. Yes, as I did, John. The only problem is hadn't seemed to care a rat's ass a boodle. That stuff just kept repeating. Thotha couldn't believe. I was tossing him away after all his loyalty. I've got Tose, John. It hurt. I tried to tell him I wasn't discarding him. I just felt I deserved a little extra, but I don't think he took that in. I don't want Tylos, MJN, a little extra Jen. Insulted. You said you loved my bigamy. You told me it took you plays. This good old hubby hadn't taken you in years. Did you or did you not say you've never had sex like it? Yes. I did, John, but I told you I wasn't that EXP experience when I married Dave, and he was always Sogental. You are so different, so dominating and demanding. It just swept away. Yes, and I will continue to sweep you away, lover. Your husband will just have to accept that you have an extra dimension. Now with you, he's lost his top dog status on the alpha male around her end. He'll just have to accept it. Still, he'd hate to think I've cost you a 25-year marriage. Tell you what, I'll prep her some documents, then go and see him this afternoon. Leave me the address of his workshop. What documents? Anything I can think of. You know, the trickle play on all gullible schmucks order, stressed ruining him from coming anywhere near you, me, or your home papers, freezing his company bank accounts. That's just start overwhelm them with papers that he's not qualified to know are just bluffs. Your little hobby is about to be told in no uncertain terms just who Thielfa is around here. Believe me, sweetie bee, the time I finish bullying him, healed, begging you to give him what scrap she can get. I don't know, you didn't see his face this morning. That afternoon around 2 p.m., the alpha male came to my garage. Mr. Brown, can I come in? My name is I know. How you are good. That saves some time, I believe. Jenny told you this morning that arrangement that she and I have will continue into the foreseeable future. But she didn't tell you, I believe, is we? You'll allow it if I could just set me briefcase here, thank you. I don't know if you're aware, by the owner of Theckin Paney, Jenny works for that means. I have over 20 lawyers at my disposal, and I can absolutely assure you, third every single one of them was chosen best of their superior record, off cases won over half of them, area experienced in divorce law, and believe I'll have no hesitation unleashing a re-singerie, single one of them against Youth's bundle, is just why I got ready to file this morning. I'll go through them briefly. This is a petition for divorces, eh? Your wife has already signed it. This is an order freezing your companion accounts until the business can be sold. Endure a settlement agreement. This is an order giving you 24 hours to vacate your marital home. These 4 are restraining orders keeping you at least 200 m away from myself, Jenny, her home, and our place F business. Do you see which way this is going to go, Davy boy? I'll have you sore wrapped up in legal writs. You won't be bold to move. You'll give up in the end when you don't have a penny left to fend. World's worst lawyer, and guess what hauled through this aisle? Still be your wife? Yes. I can see you're bigger and stronger than me, but you have Torialized Neanderthals. Don't rule through them. Any more brains won over brawn years ago? Look, it doesn't have be like that. Mr. Brown nodded. Let's just keep the status quo, shall we? I'll keep her when I want, and you get to her when she wants, just like it's been for the last 4 months. She why make waves? I'll get sick of Heron Day, then she'll be all yours. Aganel, right? I've said my piece. Let's face it, if you've been all she needed, Woolden be here now, would we? My advice is that just accept it, take it on, fetch it, use it as an opportunity for self-improvement. One piece of advice though, buddy, stand up to your wife a little more. I stole her off you, not vibing the most. A charming guy who tried both by being the alpha male and telling her how I was going to end up just like Ev done with you. Have you finished yet? Went back? I can see that like most associated today, you don't have a clue what the term alpha male means. Do you want a mere mechanic to explain? Ito, you go on. Tell me what it means, well. They do say a picture paints 1,000 words with this. I took a half step forward and drove my right fist into the lawyer's face heart, their satisfying crunch. Of gristle and teeth being dislodged, John slumped to the floor back against the wall of the workshop, a look of absolute amazement clear on the hewn damaged part of his face. Consider that illustration number 1. Before the pain really cut in, I lifted JY. His feet Butte immediately dropped him again with an uppercut to the diaphragm. This time, John lays on his side hunting for breath. Antillustration. Number 2, just as John Search is paying dividends, my steel-capped right booth stomps on thellow wires. Outstretched hand breaking thirst and several bones within the hand of Boot to the chest, breaking 3 rib cells. Dave's rage for the moment and the were illustrations 3 and 4 in Mr. Alpha. It would really help if you start squealing. I'm trying to teach you smithing here, by the way. Thanks for making me break my promise to myself back in high school, never to use my size and strength offensively. I was going tall of you out of the consequences of Jim's action until you came barging in here, rubbing my nose in it. Even gentlemen have their breaking points. Arrest my foot on Jay's throat until I gained a ladder's full attention again. Oh, back to your education. The term alpha male comes from wolf packs. He's one and only one wolf who tells all others what to do. He might not be the smartest wolf or even the biggest butt. What he is the meanster and the one that will kill without a second's hesitation. He's absolutely ruthless, and you son Donovan, come close, you may be the alpha nth small world of your air-conditioned office. But out here in the big bad world, you're just another piss out, and you really wouldn't go around calling yourself smart. You didn't even bring a witness. You're dumb now. Let's look at possible futures. Here, option 1 is that you report this to the police. Maybe they arrest me, maybe they don't. Maybe they let me out on bail, maybe. They don't, maybe. They pin it on me, maybe they can't. A lot of maybes in their John. Worst case scenario for me is that I get a 5-year apprenticeship in prison, 5 years Seth learning how to hurt people, how to kill and hide the body so no one ever finds it. And then when I finish my apprenticeship, we'll have another conversation like this one. Orwin bag. You can chew this up. Talk experience, use it as one of your learning experiences of what can happen when you screw another man's wife now off. I have some cleaning to do thanks to you bleeding in, Jesus. Chris crapping yourself on my nice clean workshop floor, Alpha, my ass Jenny. Called John that even John, I'm waiting at the office. I thought you'd be back ages ago, where you've just been admitted to a ward in the hospital after 3 hours and in casualty. God, what happened? Were you an accident? No, I underestimated your husband. I stupidly went to see him alone, broke my nose, my left hand, some rib sand, possibly my cheekbone. I don't believe it. He's never been violent, but Noah, believe me, it's true. I'll show you the x-rays if you like. My God, I can't believe it, not my Dave. Is there any way I can stop you going to Thepalize? We kind of brought this. And ourselves, despite what he's done, David Osant deserved to end up in prison over this. The police have already been here. I told them I was knocked down by a heightened run driver. Your darling, gentle husband told me that as bad as I am, Nethus, it's only a down payment on what I can expect if I press charges. I can't risk getting hurt again. I decided to keep my mouth well and truly shut. That sounds a bit wussy. It sounds like terrified. Of him I just believe it, Davode. Heard a fly well. Believe me, I haveth broken bones to prove it. Just doing what I need to do to survive. Jan, now I've got to go. They filled me full off pain meds, and they're starting to kick in the next day at John's hospital beside John. You have to help me. I drove around till after 8 last night. I didn't know if it would be safe to go home. I tried ringing Dave to ask, but Hun never picked up. When I finally breathed going home, all the locks were changed. I couldn't get in. I ended up staying at my sister's house. I checked this morning, and all our bank accounts are empty, and none of our credit cards work here. Have to help me. Can you get one off the divorce guys at work to start the process of getting Dave removed from Theo house? Can I come stay with you until then? No. To what all of it, if I use Sakani assets and resources to help you? Will have cause to come after me, game. In fact, I'm going to play it safe. You are fired, Jan. I'll pay you an extra for it. Weeks in severance. If you pack opened leave today, can you tell Dave that I fired you if you see him, please? Didn't y'all hear me? Dave has cleaned me out without money, a job, or your help. I'm screwed from the start. I'm sorry, Jan. You didn't see your husband's? Faces habitnia, I'm doing what I have to. Do you were pathetic yesterday, you were bragging that you're an alpha male today, you're right. Quivering and worried that Maya Span, who is 10 times the man you Arias, hiding under your bed, how I could ever think. I'd be trading up if I ended up with you as beyond me, and you're delusional to think I was ever serious about a cheating like Hugh that same day. Jennifer Brown sat in her silent car on the side of the road with credit cards declined and out off cash. It had only been a matter of time for she ran out of fuel. I had not thought to cancel her phone service, or was. I being calculatedly cruel, she was driving towards the city, where her 12 children now left looking for refuge in all the years they do. Never let more Thane on our pass before answering her messages. She'd started ringing them. Just after 10 that morning, she checked messes once again. 0 Jenny. Sighed, grabbed her useless handbag and stepped out of the car, straightening her skirt. Stepped to the side of the road and stuck out her thumb. I approached in a beaten-up van and smiled to myself as I saw the lone woman on the side of Therode. I wouldn't have described myself as an alpha male, even I was wise enough to know that loners cannot ever be described that way. Apex predators hunt alone. I stopped the van near her. She was hawked. She thought to run. Her body fused. She stood frozen. I climbed down and asked her to get in. We need to talk. She got in. I told her to prepare the divorce. Papers, no alimony, no share in me assets. Everything I own will be with Mevry. The Elfie jewelry, bought for you, you will return. You can put whatever you want, Asa. As for divorce, I don't care as long as you're out of my life. You will leave town after the divorce is finalized and never look back. You may talk to my kids and meet them in my absence. Provid thee. Want to meet you, your stuff will be packed and ready to be picked from the house by 10. Tomorrow morning? Yeah, we'll come and pick it up in case it is not. It's picked up by 11 a.m. It will be burnt due. I make myself clear, she nodded. I asked, when can I get the papers? She stated that it will take a week. I stated that it should be on my desk. In the next 5 days, she nodded. I looked at her again. She looked like she had seen a ghost. Smiled, asked her to get out, and I drove off next morning by 10:30 a.m. She had picked up her stuff, and 5 days later, she'd deliver the paper. ERS and cars, Wasman shone, as irreconcilable differences. I laughed. A few months later, I was a free man. I regret that my marriage broke down. I regret that Jenny did not understand the meaning of being loyal. I regret. She thought that I could not change my clothes and become a presentable husband. She did not understand that she could get seriously hurt. If a 6'5" guy tried to dominate hair in bed, I would have tried to save my marriage. Talked to my wife, but she, Chassateau, threatened me with consequences. Now that is a point of no return for me. I will continue my life alone, and maybe one day I will die alone. After all, every apex predator dies alone. Until next time, dear listener, if you have reached this far, please click on subscribe button. It will be a great help.